Dreaming of journeys near and far away, exploring new cultures, come what may. With Allicom travels, you want.
So in here, this is the room for this same man called Mr. Claudius Phillips, which was the very first Western teacher in Nigeria back then. He also came as a missionary among them. He was a Western teacher, but he came as a missionary. And arriving here, they thought of how to get the people around to understand them and them to understand the people. So he thought of it himself to pick up 40 men and enroll them. These 40 men were elderly men, 45 the oldest, 40 the youngest. To enroll them through the 12 years education and taught them 2 subjects, English and CRK, which he taught them. After enrolling them, that was when they started the boarding schools and all sorts, which we have the buildings all around back then. So they were growing large. They now decided, the chiefs around decided to give them the space, which we are seeing in the picture here, just by the side of the mobile filling station, at the back of the mobile filling station called the St. Thomas Primary School, which this school he enrolled people to undergo. They were formerly called Nursery of the Infants, but when the school was growing, they had to call the school St. Thomas Primary School, which was the very first primary school that started in Nigeria, here in Badagry. So we want to move ahead. This is just the events that happened in the compound back then, just to make a little explanation of what you saw when you were coming in. The first story building, the 4 corners of the building, outside, as in around the building. In the center is the very first story building that we are right now. The street you came from, true. The other side of it has a waterland, the lagoon, the space before the lagoon, which they kept their stables. They planted vegetable farm and rice farm. Then inside, these are the places from the gate where you were coming in and the other side. These were the thing that was going on. Here we have the church. The very first church in Nigeria started here also, which the space we have outside. But the building was with wood, but now it's no more. So we have the mission house. We have the kitchen you saw outside, the schoolmaster's dwelling by the gate side when you were coming in, the boarding school and the labor dwelling, interpreter's house. The well is outside. You saw it when we were coming inside, and other ones like that. So this will take us upstairs. This way.
Dreaming of journeys near and far away, exploring new cultures, come what may. With Allicom travels, you worries take flight. We'll guide your adventure and make everything right.
Here, this is the store. We talked about 3 stores upstairs. This is one by your left hand, the other one by your right hand, and one right behind you at your back. So this particular store was for the man called Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther. He was the one that used this place for his Bible store and his stationaries. So in here is his room, this way. Here is his room. This was the room of Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther. He stayed in this room for 3 years to interpret the Bible. He was also brought in. If you can look at this, Bishop Ajayi Crowther was the first African bishop. He translated the Bible into Yoruba version. In here in this room, in the First Storey Building, he also played the role of the interpreter. He was in this room when he interpreted this Yoruba version we have here. This was the Bible the missionaries came in back then with, and we have it still lying here till date. This particular Bible was brought in by Henry Townsend. Henry Townsend had to give this to Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther, and he stayed in here to interpret it into the Yoruba version. He was a slave. Bishop Ajayi Crowther was a slave back then. He was caught in his hometown, Oshogun. He was 12 years when he was caught in his hometown, Oshogun. Oshogun in Oyo State. He was caught and sold out to one of the slave merchants called Crowther. Crowther so loved him, took him as his own, and sent him to school. He finished from Furabe College in Sierra Leone and was able to speak over 19 languages. And that 19 languages, he was able to interpret the very first Bible in this room. You can see his anger over there and his shoe rack here. So this was not the only Bible he interpreted. He also interpreted other languages, like the Efik, which was the second Bible he interpreted. Wherever he found himself, he interprets the Bible. Finding himself in the East, he does that, the West and North and the South. So he interpreted more Bible in different languages. If you can see, the building you're seeing at the back there with 3 holes, that was where Lord Lugard's concubine stayed, Flora Shaw. She stayed in that building, and that was where she named our country Nigeria. And also at that building was where our national anthem, Nigeria We Hail Thee, was also being released. So this same man called Samuel Ajayi Crowther had 4 children, 3 sons and a daughter. Then the man called Babington Macaulay got married to the daughter, Samuel Ajayi Crowther's daughter, and they gave birth to a son, which is the grandson of Samuel Ajayi Crowther, called Albert Macaulay. So he is the grandfather of Albert Macaulay. So this way. So we talked about the living room upstairs. And also the wood we saw downstairs is what we are marching on right now. By December, we'll be clocking 182 years. Seniors the building because it arrived first before the building was being built. 3 years after the building was being completed. By December, the building will be clocking 179 years. Then at the same time, okay, sir. Okay. So at the same time, as you can see, the woods is what we have internally with the floor, and also these were the men that came with the Christian missions in Nigeria. Then here is the last room. This is the last room where we have the chairs, the only chair left, and the very picture of the first church we have in that picture, the very First Storey Building. And here we have the first bank in Nigeria called the Save, where we still have some coins, naira notes, and some other cowries and some other coins in it. So we want to go down to the well. This way.
From car hire so smooth to seamless transfer so neat. Allicom travels makes your travel complete.
Please be careful here. So in here we have the well, the very first well dug by the missionaries. Since the year 1842, has never gone dry. It's clean, the drinkable water, which so many people still come to take it for drinking and for prayers. I don't know if you have a taste of it. It's a miracle water. Yes. So this was the well the missionaries dug back then, since the year 1842, for the first CMS well in Nigeria. Has never gone dry. It's tasteless, it's colorless, and it's odorless. So thank you once more. I still remain your creator here, Margaret Amedu. So that's the space of the church. The picture you saw upstairs, that was where the structure was. So it's called the Holy Ground, where people still come around to pray.
We got options, just pick one. Fly away with ease today. We may travel bright and gay. Tickets, visas, all in store. Book with us, you'll want no more. Hotels booked in a snap. Tours and sights on the map.
During the time of that state, I think it was related, like same time they came to
No, the slavery was on before the missionaries arrived. The missionary arrival here does not have anything to do with the slavery. But at the same time, it helped them because they were the ones that fought for the abolition of slave trade. The man that built this house in Goma was the one that fought for that part of the slave trade.
Thank you very much.